Hey guys, SkittleRampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So we're back with trending Funko Pop news, and we have 10 Funko Pops going up in value. Now guys, as always, if you want to participate in this style video, just leave a comment down below of something you've noticed going up in value, and it might be featured in the next video. And of course, if you want to see these videos more often, just make sure to hit that like button down below. It lets me know you love them. Now guys, before we get started, we do have our question of the day, which is, do you have a Funko Pop in your collection, or a character specifically that's kind of a little bit of a liar? And I'm gonna go with Sniper King here. Now, interesting enough, there's another character in One Piece that is a liar, and they kind of remind me of Sniper King, but I don't know. Alrighty guys, so let's go ahead and get started with all of our selections. We do have some interesting stuff today. So starting off with Marvel and DC. First up for Marvel, we do have the Kang Pop-In-Tea bundle making a return. So this one's pretty interesting because it's technically unreleased. Sitting around $100 to $140 currently on Pop Price Guide. You can see sales. The only one I was able to find in Mercari lately was $140, and then all the recent ones were $174 in different sizes on eBay, as well as $112. Now I did actually talk about this one a couple months ago. I don't think too much has changed in terms of pricing, maybe a little bit higher than last time. However, the reason I'm mentioning is because I've noticed an uptick of interest in this one over on Facebook groups. A lot of people showing off that they have been getting in this piece, and a lot of people are still confused. Well, how can I get it? Where is this piece? Why didn't it release? And if you don't know by now, they basically scrapped the whole Kang the Conqueror concept and moved on to, Secret Wars, Doctor Doom, and all that, due to the fact that a lot of stuff was going on with Jonathan Majors. He was in court, all that kinds of stuff. I won't go too much into it, but basically the actor is in a lot of trouble right now, and it doesn't look good for Marvel to continue on with that actor and that character. And this was all at the same time of the new Ant-Man Quantumania set actually releasing, but this one ended up not getting a full release. I guess Funko was told to halt that stock on that pop. So the only ones that ever got out were from GameStop Canada. It was supposed to release in the United States, but never did. And there wasn't very much stock out there that did release. So due to this item being so scarce and hard to find, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Now, I don't know what the future is going to hold in terms of value. This one could be crazy expensive in the future. Maybe if they ever decide to do anything with Kang again, we'll see. But for now, it is a little bit of a sought-after piece for Marvel fans who did like the character and are just interested in a rare piece that might not be released ever again. Now, next up for our DC selection, we have Crypto the Superdog. So check this one out. Estimated value around $37. You can see in the last few months or so, it's had a little bit of a rise. Nothing too crazy. And recent sales are anywhere from as low as $20. There was one all the way up to $40. And then current listings do get all the way as high as $50 right now. So this one's actually just been bought up a lot, mainly due to the fact that they are introducing Crypto in the next Superman movie this coming summer. And people have already fallen in love with Crypto from the recent Superman trailer. And if you don't know, this is the only Crypto Funko Pop we have so far. There is actually an expected Crypto Pop in that Funko wave for that new Superman movie later this year. So it is worth mentioning if you don't want to spend upwards to almost $50 for this piece right now due to how hyped it is. There is going to be a movie version coming out later, so you can wait for that one too. But I do think as we get closer to this movie's release, we see more teasers and looks at Crypto, this pop's going to continue to rise up. Maybe slowly, but I think it will continue to rise up. Moving on for my anime fans, we do have the recent Bleach Aizen Funko Shop exclusive chase. So, it doesn't even have something logged in on Pop Price Guide just yet, but the recent sales are showing anywhere from $80 to about $100 on this one, and then current listings are reflecting that too. I actually waited about a week and a half since these chases started to arrive, just to see where the value was going to land. Usually I do wait a little bit longer, but with Funko Shop exclusive chases, it's kind of one of those situations, if it sells out, then the hype goes crazy. However, this one never technically sold out, so I figured the chase price was actually going to come tumbling down super quick, and within a week, it went from the $120 to $150 range to $80 to $100. I do think this one will level out around the $70 to $80 range, in my opinion at least, and then when it sells out eventually, Bleach makes its return again, I think we'll start to see this one rise up again. But I do think for a while it's going to level out around $70 to $80. Again though, that's just my guess considering the fact that people are still getting their orders. Like me, for example, I haven't even gotten in my order yet to see if I'm going to get a chase. I don't get my order until the 30th. The fact that it's taking 2 weeks after I ordered it from Funko to get it is kind of nuts. And there are plenty of other people who still haven't received their orders just yet, so those are plenty of chases where people might sell it, making that price come down even more. And again, consider the fact that it's not sold out yet. There's probably still a couple thousand left on the website, so there's still a bunch of chases just sitting in a warehouse. I would say the biggest thing boosting up this chase's value is due to the fact that it's anime and it's Bleach, and Bleach is just super hype right now, given they've been doing so much with the pop line. Let me know in the comments below, though, where do you guys think this Aizen chase value will land, and were you able to pull the chase in your online order? Next up for pop video games, we have Kingdom Hearts. I don't know when the last time I've talked about Kingdom Hearts is, but check this out. We have Sora, the Best Buy exclusive, number 330 here. Estimated value around $43, and the last few sales I did see are as low as $30 up to $55. Though current listing, there are only 2 I could find at $100 each. And among a majority of the Sora Pops out there, this seems to be one of the most expensive. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it's just harder to find because it's a Best Buy exclusive. And they obviously don't really sell a lot of Pops these days, so maybe that's why it's just scarce on this one. But all at the same time, we also have another Kingdom Hearts set coming out later this summer, which is going to be pretty exciting for Kingdom Hearts fans. And if you don't know what that list looks like, here you go. These are some of the expected characters later in this year. But yeah, I think this is one worth watching. If you can find a deal on it around the $50 range, I think that's pretty good, because I doubt Funko is going to bring this one back. Next up for Squid Game fans, we do have another Funko NFT selection. And this is, I don't know how to say his name, Seong, I think that's how you say that. I apologize if I butchered that. But estimated value $125. And you can definitely see where it jumped from that $50 range. Recent sales have been as low as $125 up to almost $190, and then current listings of what I could find are around the $150 to $170 range. So this one's just super hard to find, and literally under half were actually redeemed out of the 2000s. It was around like 830-ish. And combine that with Squid Game's popularity right now because of Season 2, Season 3 is coming later this year if I'm not mistaken, as well as there's not a lot of people selling these to begin with right now. All the listings are being bought up as soon as they pop up. Let me know in the comments below if you guys own any of the Squid Game's Funko NFTs. They're definitely going crazy right now. Next up for pop animation, we do have Hatsune Miku here. Haven't actually talked about one of these pops in a very long time. Estimated value $26 on Pop Price Guide. Hasn't been updated in months though. Now, recent sales have actually been mostly around $45 to $50. There is one $25 sale in there. And then current listings of what I could find were around that same $45 to $50 range. So this is one of those ones where in the last like 5-6 months hasn't been updated for a while. These have been priced a little bit higher and selling higher. So I just wanted to show you guys that in case you own this piece and let you know it's worth about double than what it's previously stating. Now, as to if there's a specific reason to this, they haven't really made anything with Hatsune Miku in years. So just scarcity and popularity of the character. Next up for Funko mascots, we do have the Penn State Niton, however you say that. Estimated value around $40. Recent sales have been reflecting that $40 to $50 range. Current listings the same. It does seem like a majority of the mascot pops always do go up in value later when they're released. I don't think Funko releases a ton of stock of these, and when they do release them, you know, fans just kind of eat up that kind of merchandise and buy them for their collections almost immediately, making them go up in value later. So I'm never really surprised when I see a mascot pop go up in value. This next one's another pretty interesting pop, and we do have the White Ranger exclusive for the recent Power Rangers anniversary here. So check this one out. Estimated value $44, has been around that range since April of last year. Recent sales have been as low as $33, but consider there's $31 shipping attached to that. We also had a $48 sale and $82 sale. And then current listings, there's one for a bid around $41, one for $245, and then another around that $34 mark. So what's going on with this one? Why is it a little bit higher in price? Why don't you see more listings of it? So originally this was set to be a Walmart exclusive release here in the United States. Walmart was also set to get a couple different exclusives like the Office Michael's convertible or the Obi-Wan Kenobi, I think it was, or somebody else. It was a cover here from Star Wars. I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. But yes, they were expected to get a bunch of different exclusives, a bunch of different pops. Funko and Walmart had a falling out, I guess. They didn't get a lot of the exclusives and they ended up going to other places. That Star Wars cover ended up being a common later. We still haven't seen that Office pop just yet. Same with White Ranger. We haven't seen it released over here just yet. Everywhere overseas that did get in some stock has either sold out by now, didn't ship over here, and every once in a while you do see them pop up on eBay, but most of the time people are buying them up pretty quick. So similar to that Kang Pop and Tea we talked about earlier in this video, it's one of those things where it hasn't officially released over here, there's limited stock out there, and people do want this, there is a market for it, but we don't know what Funko's doing with the full release of this pop. We just haven't seen all the stock out there. So I don't know if it's really worth paying too much for this one. If you can find it at a low price around the $40 mark, I don't think that's too bad right now, but eventually Funko will release it. They released all the other pops in that anniversary set. I think this is a situation where they're trying to find another company to give it to. I think they should just drop it on the Funko shop by now and let people buy it for their collection. Next up, for sports fans, we do have an NFL player here, and that is Terry McLaurin here. This is a Fanatics exclusive. You can see where it had a big jump in the last few months there. Recent sales around $100, $120, $150, and then current listings of what I could find. Ignore that Beckett one that's signed, so obviously it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but we do have the other two listings close to $200. Now, I don't follow football too much, so when I look at news like this, it's kind of just like, okay, he's doing well, I guess, on the field. That's my best guess there. But if anybody knows a little bit more about this player specifically, let us know in the comments down below. Just letting you guys know, if you do own this piece, he has jumped up in value. And thank you to the Discord member who did let me know about this one. Now, the final pop we have to talk about today is the Sepia exclusive over on the Funko shop of Dorothy and Toto here. Estimated value around $46. She did have a little bit of a jump from that $35 to $40 range. Recent sales, $50, $74, $50, and another $50 one. And then current listings are around $50 to almost $70 too. Now, this one is sold out on the Funko shop. It was a pretty popular exclusive. Combine that with the recent Wicked popularity. Obviously, Dorothy has huge ties to that whole franchise and everything like that. And I do think when they eventually do introduce Dorothy back into the story, give her own movie again or whatever, just revamp the whole thing with Dorothy, obviously, that this one will eventually go up in value even more. And there's plenty of Dorothy pops out there that you can actually choose from, but this one happens to be going up a little bit. Well, guys, that does wrap up our trending Funko news for today. Let me know in the comments below, do you guys own any of the pops we just talked about? I thought there were some pretty great selections today. Like I said, that does wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.